Hello. Just a nice, relaxing Saturday here. This is day 23 of my 30-day challenge in Valorant. Every day I play a match, I die quite a lot, and then I try and figure out why I died and how I can improve. Here, playing with just one friend and some other randos, so the Rays on my team is a friend. And, yeah, it was a fun game. Very fun game. It's unranked, and I feel like the matchmaking still needs some work, but this one felt pretty even. And, yeah, well, let's just see how it goes. So here I'm holding Fish Market, and I'm pretty happy with this first kill. I mean, I don't hit him in the head straight away, and that's something I want to work on. Is like every first shot, I want it to be lined up with head. My crosshair is pretty routinely a little too low. But you can see I start firing right away. He's not looking at me, so that's a nice clean kill. And then with Reyna, I'm always trying to pick up these soul orbs, and here was an instance where it probably would have been better to have just waited for that next player, right? At this point, it was 2v5 coming in, and so, you know, chances are that they would have been coming in pairs, and so I should have been ready for that second one coming in. Alright, here we go. This is death number 2, day 23. So here, most of the team was B, and I was heading that way, but then our Jet says some people coming out of Fish Market, so me and him come back to try and figure out what's going on there. This is an instance where we're kind of trying to peek together, but he's exposed before I am, and because of that, he goes down, I'm able to get that trade off. And, you know, sometimes I feel like a little bad when I get the good side of a trade, but just as often, I end up being the one that goes down, and my teammate gets the trade. So, alright, so here it's a 1v3, and, yeah, I often panic when it's just me versus the opposite team. I mean, panic's maybe not the right word, but I become nervous, and I play a little less clearly. These smokes really goof with me, and so I just spray through them. Hop through them while I'm reloading. Very silly. Like, in a way, the smokes also gave me cover, and so I should have fallen back and reloaded and taken my time, but a little overeager, and yeah, just not playing smart there. Alright, really loving the Reyna Leer. Really helps you get around corners like that. So we were able to push it back just a little bit. The Raze goes in and picks up the spike, I believe. I actually didn't there, but he's about to. Go grab a spike and then comes back. And we're trying to figure out what's next here. This map is very interesting. It's very easy to loop, either if you're on A or B, for you to be looped behind from mid. And so we're expecting that, and yeah, one comes. So we're able to get that loop, and then push forward again with A, while still trying to watch our flank a bit. Use my ult, pick up a better rifle, so everything going reasonably well here. Now this, I've run into this before, where I don't check this right-hand corner first. And yeah, for whatever reason, it feels intuitive to me to look left and then right, as I did there. But a couple times now, there's been someone on the right-hand side, and so I need to figure out a better way to get around that corner. And that's just map learning. I think if I'd coordinated better with the Rays going in, we could have both done that well there. So. Alright, here's one where I think we get mid control pretty well, and that's always nice when you can push through mid and you feel confident about that. So yeah, we have mid, and at this point you have to make a choice. You know, you've picked 2 off, we've lost 1, where do we go? We get flashed there from Phoenix, so I know there's someone behind us, so I kind of end up watching flank. But we're all being a little too conservative and kind of locked down in this weird in-between. And so eventually I decide I just have to go in, we get the Sage, but then there's a op guarding the site, and so he takes out my teammate. I do use the Leer, which might have helped me, save me there, but I think this is a position where you know they're opping, they have the advantage here, peeking is really dangerous, he gets all 3 of us, and I think if we had coordinated there, we could have falled back and figured out something else. There was at least 2 of us left, and so we could have come at him at different angles or done something different. So here, playing with Marshall, I've started using the Marshall when I'm kind of like on a save round, sometimes rather than like one of the shotguns, or like a half-buy round, I guess. Rather than the shotguns, I'll try the Marshall out, you know, and it's a little risky. You gotta be confident in your headshots, which I'm obviously not, so not the best. But no-scoping with it has been very accurate for me so far. This shot drove me nuts in-game. I felt like my crosshair was really on the head. And I'm actually going to just pause it here so you can see, like, for an instant, it definitely is square on his head. I remember hitting my mouse button at just the right time. But I think maybe I was still crawling or moving a little bit, like crouch moving. And I remember letting up on all that. But sometimes there's also a little bit of latency in when you stop moving, like when you stop pressing a button and when your character actually stops moving. So that might have been it. Either way, missed that headshot, really bummed me out. Alright, here's death number 6, day 23. So here we're up a man, and pretty good control of A and B. I think this new map, Ascent, is a little bit easier to defend on. We definitely had a way better time defending. So we were down massively when we were attacking, and then when it switched, we really came back pretty hard. So, yeah, so doing an okay job defending A here. Sometimes I miss those orbs as Reyna. You know, you need to collect them to heal yourself and go invisible and all this. But it's not worth worrying about, you know, you don't get distracted by them if you can help it. So here I pop around, I check my left, and it looks totally clear to me, like 100% clear. So I spin right. I'm taking shots though, I see these shots coming in, and so I actually think, for a second I think our Phoenix is an enemy. I'm so confused with where this is coming from. But if you see behind on the mini-map, there actually was a brimstone in the nook in the back right there. So, yeah, I mean, I just missed him. He was there and I didn't see him. Luckily, my team was there to back me up. Alright, so here, defending B, I think we know Spike is in garage. So yeah, the enemy raise is coming through onto B. I really like playing this deep B site. I feel like no one, like throughout most of the game, people don't really hang out here and just play it. I think this is boring, right? But it's like a really good place where you have good cover and you can watch either door here. And if you like right now when I'm watching this angle, I'm actually safe from the other angle, so there's no easy view in from the other side. So yeah, Raze comes in, able to take him out, get that heal off, which is huge, right? But now I'm going to check the other side, and I peek it just a little bit too quickly. So the brimstone's going to be there, and I just go a little too far wide, and I spray a little too much. If I'd gone a little slower and been a little more controlled, I think I totally could have had this. So, yeah, as it stands there too, that's another one of these sprays that's just like an unlucky spray, and you don't get off any damage. And I'm starting to feel more and more like, it's not just that it's an unlucky spray. Like, you really just gotta do more tapping and less spraying. You being me. So anyways, here's the rest of this round, and this was match point. We all thought it was over here. This is their top fragger and not ours. But for whatever reason, he didn't get to the spike in time, and just wasn't able to pull through. So I think that was kind of, well, just lucky on our side, but we really got a morale boost. We won game after game after game, and so this is now the final round, actually sudden death. So yeah, you get the full round restart, you lose your alts, and you get 5,000 currency, everyone does. And I think super important to play this as conservative as possible. I'm really happy with the Jet and I on A. We're both really in deep cover, very safe. Both of us have our walls to a back. But the Phoenix on the B side, if you look at the mini-map, goes too far out and gets knocked. So boom, it's 4v5, totally changes the game. Same with our Raze on mid. He's taking a little bit of damage, so it's not looking good. I feel like they should have fallen back to that like deep B cover site and just continue to play as conservatively as possible. And yeah, I mean, you can see I'm just sitting here, it's boring, it's like, can be a little unnerving just sitting still and covering the site, but I feel like you gotta do that sometimes when you're just playing really hard defense. So at this point, we gotta rotate at B. Probably should have rotated a little bit sooner. Maybe one of us could have watched A. Yeah, so I get down my Leer. Oh, and that wall just shuts me down. If I had been a second faster, it might have been very different here. So they know I'm there. I put down another Leer to try and give me some cover. I think, yeah, get onto sight. I'm feeling okay. But then I get tagged from multiple spots. So the brimstone comes out, and then I think there was one on site to my right. I just can't take it. It's hard, 2v1, what are you gonna do? Woo, alright. Man, fun game, really had a great time. This was one of those matches that you lose, and it just doesn't matter. You just have a great time anyways. So, thanks for watching. Back at it again, day 24. tomorrow, or maybe Monday. Sunday's day of rest, right? Or could be, might be, I don't know. See you later. Take it easy.